3rd and 6. Simeon is brought down, and it will be 4th down. That's kind of what we expected with these two defenses and offenses. Mack Wilson Sr. got the sack. 3 and out for each.
And the offensive line did a pretty good job protecting. Trevor Simeon had all kinds of time, does a nice job stepping up on this, but really nowhere to go with the football. Watch for Mike Gesicki, number 88.
Quick pass, and that's Demario Douglas, who's brought down right away, the outstanding rookie, and Jamian Sherwood.
Navigating in the snow today.
3rd and 10. Zappi will go down. Brought down at the 27-yard line. Half sacks this season.
Yeah, and that was working against the center, David Andrew.
Need to get to the 46-yard line for a 1st down. Haven't had a 1st down in this game. And the throw juggled at the 35. And then Gibson could not hang on. Morstead gets it away. Miles Bryant lets it roll, and it sticks. What a kick. Got the right roll in the snow. Morstead keeps it inside the 5-yard line. Morstead, the holder. Thought I heard a whisk. The kick is good. Dancing around is Demario Douglas. Zappi is brought down before he could find anybody. It's another sack for the Jets and for Bryce Huff.
Yeah, and Bryce Huff, you're going to see him working off the edge here against Vidarian Lowe, and just that speed off of the edge. A run-first kind of guy, but got his first rushing touchdown a week ago. He does have some wheels.
He's protected. Down the sideline he goes, and the catch is made. Inside the 25, Jalen Reagor hauls it in.
See Reagor matched up here on the outside with DJ Reed. Bailey Zappi places this ball perfectly, and you see Reed, he's got his eyes back there. I think that's something to watch for a number of times today. Backs to the flat.
Zappi for the end zone. Catch made. Mike Gesicki, and he couldn't hold on as he hit the ground. To tie the game, and he does.
Try and get your offensive lineman pulling, although that can be difficult in situations like this with the snow.
Simeon, 4-man rush, has to float one, and there's Garrett Wilson who makes the catch. It goes down the sideline. A big gainer for the Jets, floated perfectly.
Just a little bit early, you can see right there, and gets out of phase. That's the danger. You turn that thing back early, you're going to get separation.
Back to Breece Hall, and Hall banging his way for a 1st down before going out of bounds.
Watch Mekhi Becton work his way to the double team, but then up to that 2nd level. We talked about the issues Mekhi Becton has had in pass protection.
12-yard pickup. Fresh set of downs. Back to Hall, who's got a hole. And another 1st down.
That is the power of that run game, getting up to that 2nd level. And you can see, again, opening up all kinds of space. Where'd it go?
Simeon throws, and coverage good. Knocked away at the last moment to give the Jets the lead. And through the snowflakes, he's got it. 15-game losing skid against Bill Belichick and the Patriots. Four-man rush. Zappi. Can he get out of it? Yes. Does he have anybody? Incomplete. Farrell Brown the target. And it's going to be 4th down.
Downfield and absolutely fearless. He knows he's going to be taking a shot on.
Again, we have Zappi throwing one, and that should, as the clock shows 0 on 3rd and 8 from midfield. Zappi has time. He better look out, and they got him.
Yeah, you see Quinnen Williams lined up right over the ball here. And you get that little game, that stud action. They want to try and get up the ball as quickly as possible. Moved a little bit too soon.
Bryce Hall, his 21st touch today, and going nowhere. He was smothered by Christian Barmore. More on Gardner, who said he didn't take vacations after the year's over. Wants to work on his game. There's a floater that's incomplete again for Douglas, who was well covered by Michael Carter. You can see from just beyond the 32-yard line on 2nd and 10, their own territory, as Zappi stumbles and goes down.
With players having the ability to change teams.
Gibson has it from Elliott on the handoff, and Xavier Gibson with a big gain for the Patriots. That was Jalen Reagor from Elliott.
Well, this is a good play design here from Bill O'Brien, the offensive coordinator. You know, you get the, again, that's
Zappi to throw and open. He drops it in, but it's knocked away from Farrell Brown. A 32-yarder. He missed from 49, but this is an important kick because now it's, at least in terms of field goals, a little bit of a different game. 9-3 Jets. Zerline delivers.
You know, special teams thinks about field position. We'll see what happens if they get something less.
Well, that'll take care of that thought.
Yeah.
Another sack for the Jets. Jermaine Johnson.
Sometimes keep it front side, sometimes bounce it.
8-yard pickup. He's got over 120 rush yards and trying to get a few more, but thrown down. But the Patriots, I'm sure, expected that. Back to Zappi. And he tries to get rid of it, just does. Incomplete in the area of Gesicki. He did a good job just to not take a major sack. Jamie Sherwood, just so pathetic, I think is the word. And when you're last in the league, that describes it. Zappi trying to change that. It's intercepted. First takeaway of the game. Ashton Davis. And the ball's loose. Fumbled it. We'll see who got it back. Patriots have it.
Davis does a nice job. He's working on the other side of the field on this one. Comes off of his receiver. Sees that ball. He's reading the eyes the whole way. But he doesn't do a good job with the ball security. Guys that aren't used to carrying the ball, especially when it's in conditions like this.
Score there. All 3 timeouts. Jets have 2. Zappi with a quick throw. And that's intercepted. It went right by a receiver. Tony Adams secured that as he went to the turf.
3 interceptions a week ago. Another one here. Second, well, 2 and 3 plays.
And what's the first thing Bill Belichick talks about when you talk about whoever his quarterback is? Don't turn the ball over. Protect the football. Ball security. Again, another thing that made Tom Brady so great in his years with all the throwing and success he had. The Jets hoping to finish off this game as Hall carries again, gets a first down, motoring down the sideline. It's still going and in for a Jets touchdown. And Breece Hall with the finishing touches. A 50-yard run.
Watch the block from Bawden. Number 48 on the outside just clears that out. Allows Hall to get up to the sideline. Brian a little bit late coming to the party, and this is what we said about Breece Hall. Really deceptive with his speed, and defensive backs take a bad angle on him. You can see them taking the good angle.
And add to, who else? Breece Hall. Having his 2 sons on the coaching staff, watching him grow up in part of his life. There's a sack again. That's the 6th of the game for the Jets, and Bryce Huff has got a couple. Robert Saleh gets his first win against Bill Belichick. It was brief, the post-game hug, and the Jets finally, after 15 straight losses to the Patriots, win one. Bill Belichick, farewell in Foxborough.